Okay, so if you're here on this video, it's because you've either just booked a call below or you're about to book a call. So again, I just want to say thank you very much for doing that. Now, as I said in the last video on the last page, I promise you there is no pushy sales tactics, there's no pressure, nothing like that. It's just a chance to connect and make sure that this is the perfect fit for you. So I can hear a little bit more about yourself, who you coach, how you coach, etc., okay? So please do your best to turn up for the call. Please don't, freak out and be like, oh, now actually isn't the right time for me, so I should just not turn up to the call or whatever. Just connect. This is all about connections and relationship building. If the course isn't right for you, or even if it is right for you, but this intake isn't right for you, it'd still be great just to jump on a call and chat. Who knows what the future might bring. So please turn up to the call. If you do need to cancel it, not a problem. Just please give me as much notice as possible. I'm not just saying this. The call slots will be very busy for me in the week that this intake is open. So please do your best to give me as much notice as possible. If you can't find the automatic email that should be sent with the Zoom link, then again, please just drop me a message, okay? So that's just kind of what to expect and how to prepare for the call. Again, I promise you, if it's not perfect for you, I will say I have turned away roughly 20 to 30% of the applicants on both intake 1 and intake 2. Do your best to do the call, somewhere where you can be present. You're not trying to multitask. It's not too, loud and busy if you can, so that we can have a proper chat would be amazing. What I wanted to do in this video is just explain a couple of quick things, and then there's a couple of other videos that will go below explaining some of the specific questions that people kind of have, okay? But what I'd like to just quickly say in this video is just share with you the story of kind of why I created this course, okay? And it's a short story, I promise, but there's kind of two main reasons. From an education standpoint, the reason that I created this course is, and I'm sure you can relate, is as a personal trainer, I was always looking for courses, I was always looking to stand out, I always wanted to kind of find that edge, and I really enjoyed learning as well. I enjoyed that process of learning more, as I know you do, otherwise obviously you wouldn't be here. The problem with kind of all the courses I was doing, which was typically these kind of weekend seminars, obviously there are ones that should run differently. I did do some ongoing ones, I'm still in some ongoing ones, but I was also doing a lot of weekend seminars. And I feel like that was a massive disadvantage because you maybe learn some cool information, but there's not really any help or support or one-on-one access during or after in terms of the practical application. I also found that some of the people that I was learning from, whilst they were incredibly intelligent in whatever that area was, they weren't necessarily coaches themselves, at least maybe not in the same capacity we are. So they didn't have that in-person experience. They weren't doing online coaching. They weren't going through those processes of weekly check-ins. So again, it made it hard to bring it back around to that like practical application of working with individuals. And that's really what it's all about. So that's one big reason in which this course is different, and why I created this course is to provide you with something which is ongoing, that has so much practical application and takeaways. I'm always bringing it back around to tools, how you can apply this with clients. You have that one-on-one access to me for 18 weeks. That is a massive amount of time that can truly be life-changing, as opposed to like a 2-day course, a 3-day course, or even a couple of months of some sort of self-paced study where you're just learning your own time. So that's kind of why I created that course, to try and fill that gap. I wanted it to be ongoing. I wanted, to have live access to me. I wanted there to be follow-up support and resources, such as the slides, such as worksheets, all of that other stuff that you get included to help you extract the most from the course. I also obviously have brought in, guest experts in their respected areas to deliver as much of a well-rounded education to you as possible. So that's half of why I created Project Elevate. I just feel like I wasn't really getting what I wanted from my educational courses, and I was really struggling to apply it with individuals. When you learn from me, you are learning from someone that has cleaned the treadmills, that has struggled to get one-on-one clients, that has built a one-on-one business, that has filled a one-on-one business. Then I had a waiting list. Then I had to start a 1-to-4 model. Then I hired 2 trainers under me. Then I moved to Thailand and I've worked just online. So like, you're learning from a coach that has had over 500 clients, that has done over 12, 13-ish thousand hours of in-person one-on-one sessions on the gym floor. So you're learning from someone that knows the importance of working with a real person, that understands that communication is key, that understands the psychology of weight change and behavior change is key, and understands that taking data and research and science isn't that useful if you don't know how to apply it with a real world individual, okay? So that is why I created this course with all of that front of mind. So for those of you, whether your personal trainers in person, online, a hybrid, okay, you can rest assured that you're in the right place knowing that this is going to be very practically applicable pretty much from week one, okay? So that's half of why I created the course. The reason why I created it from a female physiology standpoint is, to be honest, I see a gap in the market, and that's always obviously important from a business standpoint to have a gap, right? I see a gap in the market where there's not really anyone teaching female physiology for personal trainers with a full course syllabus curriculum, whatever you want to call it, start date, end date. No one's doing that, literally no one. So I saw a gap in the market, but the reason that's so important is because it's not a niche at all. Around 70% of our clients are going to be females typically. For some of you, it's a bit less. For some of you, it's 100% of your clients. And no one's teaching this in a female specific way. And also no one's teaching it in an integrated fashion. So what do I mean by that? Nutrition impacts your hormones. Your hormones impact your metabolism impacts your weight loss progress, your weight loss impacts your hormones, etc., etc. Right? All of this stuff is connected. We can't learn this stuff separately. We're doing our clients a disservice if we try and learn this stuff separately, let alone if we don't learn it in a female specific way. So I see a gap not only for people not teaching physiology in a female specific way, but also not teaching it in an integrated fashion. Because when you work with an individual, you are helping them with their stress, their hormones, their digestion, their nutrition, their sleep, their training, their habits, etc., etc. Okay, none of this stuff works separately, so we have to understand how all of this stuff in the body is connected and how it works differently in females to males, or what's relevant to females but isn't relevant to males at all, such as the menstrual cycle. So I can honestly, hand on heart, say that there is no one teaching what I am teaching, at least not to personal trainers, at least not in the way that I'm teaching it, at least not the whole syllabus and whole curriculum. Of course, some stuff similar, that person over there, that course over there, but the full 18 weeks, okay, there's no one teaching it like that. So the reason I created this course was the problems that I was having with my own education and studying and need for mentorship and need for support, okay, and I was really struggling to learn this information in a female specific way and in an integrated kind of a holistic approach, okay, where we're looking at how metabolism affects nutrition and vice versa. How does your training impact your hormones and vice versa, okay? Because that's so key. When you're a coach, you have a great responsibility because you are in a position of power over someone's whole entire health, okay? You can't overtrain and undereat your way to better health, okay? Coaching done properly is so much more than macros or a meal plan and a training program. If we're going to level up, stand out, grow our business, do right by our clients, okay, and just dominate our results, but also dominate in our own career, we need to understand these full body connections, okay? We need to understand anatomy, we need to understand hormones, we need to understand neurotransmitters, micronutrients, stress, digestion, etc., etc., okay? So that is why I built this course. I'm so excited that you're here and that you get to go on this journey with me, because I remember where you are, wherever that was. I'm sure I remember it because I would have been there, okay? Whether you're just getting started or whether you're 5 years in and thinking, I need to know more, like I'm 5 years in, but I don't feel like I know enough. I've been there, I can relate, and that's why I created this course. And I'm so excited to help take you from where you are now to where I am now, okay? So you should have booked in the call already, or you're watching this and you're about to book in the call. I can't wait to connect with you on the call, hear more about your story, hear where you're at, hear what your goals are, so we can make sure that this is the right course for you. Please just view the other videos below when you can, me kind of giving you the specific answers to the key questions that you have, such as what does inside the group look like? Is this course right for me? Why is it different? Okay, just watch those short videos below when you can as well, so that you're coming to the call with all the information possible so that we can make the most effective use of our time. Thank you so much again for being here. Have a wonderful day, and I will chat with you soon.